to the Cheyenne Regional Medical Group Orthopedics and Surgical Specialist broadcast position up high here at Story Gymnasium as Central walks out in the road. Blacks, red letters, white trim. East in their home whites, baby blue letters and numbers, black trim. It is Cashlyn Hawes and Elizabeth Needham in the center circle, getting ready to get this thing tipped off and going. Central will start with the possession. Dragert has it left wing. Up top, Needham, her first touch. Couple of dribbles, terminates, brings them back up top to Sadie Knott in those highlight pink shoes. Dragert up top. Long possession here for Central to start. Behind the back dribble, Needham into the lane. Jump ball, tied up. It's going to be a turnover for Central on their first possession as Cashlyn Hawes ties up Needham. 2-2-1, full court pressure here for the Lady Indians. Schaefer and Cruz go back and forth into the middle. Tipped up in the air. Turnover again. Hadley Urich comes up with a steal. Knott, skip pass to Drager. Traveled with the basketball. So both teams starting off with turnovers. 3 turnovers on 3 possessions thus far as it'll be inbounded right in front of the Lady Thunderbird bench. Cruz has it on that far side. Goes skip pass right corner. Down low, Haas touch. Nice post-to-post pass. Schaefer can't get the shot to fall, but it's going to be a foul on Sadie Knott. Her first foul, that's going to send Taylor Schaefer to the line to shoot 2. Schaefer on the season at 55%. First one on the way, trying to crack the scoreboard. Rattles home. Schaefer will have one more coming, puts that left foot on the line. The left-handed shooting senior for the Lady Thunderbirds knocks in both. 2-0 East with the first 2 points of the game. Nobody's yet to make a shot from the field, but East able to turn a turnover into 2 points. Talked about that as being one of the keys to the game, capitalizing on the mistakes. A lot of contact, no call. Needham picks up the loose ball, bounce past the Knott. Knott short on the shot from the left block. Rebound comes out to the Central. Dragert for 3, misses that one. There's Hadley Urich with the offensive rebound and the putback. We're tied at 2 with Urich's first 2 points of the game. She's the leading scorer on this team with 11 points a game. On the other side comes the Lady Thunderbirds. Peyton Hall with her first 2 points. 4-2 the score. Lady Thunderbirds with the lead here early in the quarter. Dragert may have gotten away with the travel there. Long on the jumper, and it comes down to Peyton Hall. She'll hand it off to Cruz, running the point here for the Lady Thunderbirds, letting Peyton Hall be more of the 2 guard. In the corner to Peyton. Gets the screen. Sadie Knott able to knock it out of the hands of Peyton. Out of play. And with 6:12 left here in this first quarter, East will have the inbound right in front of the Central bench. 2-3 zone now for the Lady Indians. Skip pass to Schaefer. High on that right wing. We'll get it up top. Cruz almost at the 10-foot line of the volleyball line, and there's another turnover. Drager comes up with a steal. Drager bounce pass to Knott in the corner, has it ripped away. They're going to call a jump ball before ripped away by Cruz. Almost another turnover for the Lady Indians. The jump ball will keep it with the Lady Indians, and here comes Kaya Wade. Kaya Wade and Sadie Knott, they've kind of been alternating on who starts and who comes off the bench, who's that 6th man. Kyle Wade, the 6th man tonight, but Knott will come out as Wade will make her first appearance. Drager into the lane, goes up with the left hand, hits off the left iron. Mack can't grab in the rebound, but it's going to be last touched by Needham, and it will be East basketball. 4-2 the score. We're 2 minutes and 13 seconds into this first quarter. Full court pressure for the Lady Indians. Haas gets it, goes over to Hall. Hall, big shot, rolls off the back iron. The rebound's going to come down. On the way down, it's going to be a foul on Mack. Her first foul, first team. As Peyton Hall missed the bunny after a great find from Cashlyn Hawes. Dragert will get into the front court. Hands it off to Urich. Urich with the right-hand floater off the back iron. Needham grabs the offensive rebound, and 1 for Elizabeth Needham Another offensive rebound for the Indians turns into points, and for Mack, that's her second foul. So an opportunity for Needham to give Central their first lead here tonight. Needham 62% on the season from the charity stripe. The senior throws it up with the right hand. It's going to be short. The rebound's going to come to Oshner, who checks in for the first time. Kirsten Oshner, a senior for the Lady Thunderbirds. Cash has it, goes over to Schaefer. Hawes yet to attempt a shot to this point. Peyton Hall on high on the left side, as they're trying to force Peyton Hall to stay to the left, as Urick's up high on her. And now Taylor Trotwine also checked in last whistle for the Lady Indians. She's a freshman for this Coach Lindsay Lady Indians team. Right corner Haas, she'll pull for three. Hits hard off the iron, and Needham grabs the rebound. Needham looking to go coast to coast, has to go off her knees, she's able to get it back. Step through move, goes over to Kaya. Wade kicks it straight up top. Trotwine was open for a minute, didn't take the shot. Wade knocks it down. Nothing but net for Kyle Wade. Her first shot attempt is good, and the Indians have their first lead of the night, 7-4. Kyle Wade with rhythm is a deadly shooter, but she's got to do it in rhythm, and that's a turnover by Malia Cruz, the third turnover for the Lady Thunderbirds. Here comes a sophomore now, Jordan Erickson, in for the first time for Hadley Urick. Coach Lindsay really goes 9, maybe even sometimes 10 deep with this Central lineup. Wade has it with Cruz on her hip. A lot of contact, and Malia Cruz will pick up her first foul. It'll be the team's third foul. Talked about the foul trouble early. Mac Hall already with 2 fouls. Malia Cruz picking up her first. Inbound pass comes to Kaya after being tapped by Schaefer. Wing pass is not strong enough. Cash able to get her hands on it. Goes out of play. It'll be Central basketball on the far side. On this newly surfaced floor here at Story Gymnasium. Trotwine with the basketball. Dribbles with the right hand. The lefty now will go dribble hand off to Hickson. Hickson has had some big games for Central this year. And she gets it back up top. She has yet to attempt a shot. Goes crossover on Schaefer. Schaefer's been the one lockdown person for Coach Westling, as she's done a great job manning whoever she's been on. Has had a hard night on D offense. Erickson, her three-point shot. It's a long rebound to Trotwine. Another opportunity here for the Indians. Bounce pass down low. Step through move. Kick out. Kaya for three. Hits off the left iron. Coming up high and grabbing the offensive rebound is Needham. Trotwine fakes the shot straight away. Hands off to Wade. Wade into the lane. Big shot in for 2. Extra opportunities. Stretch the lead to 5 for the Lady Indians. In the middle, Cash with the basketball. Stolen away by Ireland Hickson, and then a foul on Malia Cruz. That's her second. Foul trouble is what hurt the Thunderbirds in that first matchup last year, and now going to have to work around it again as Mara Liliadol will check in. Drager comes in for Hickson for the Indians. Mara Liliadol is the younger sister to the East sharpshooter, Bowden Liliadol, who's now playing Division I volleyball, I think at Cal State East Bay. Drager has the basketball high, straight away at the 10-foot line of the volleyball court. Calls out the offensive set. Up high on the left side. Mara out high on Wade. Backdoor cutting Erickson is going to go out of play. Nearly hit our cameraman, Thomas McLaughlin. Had to move out of the way of that one. That's third turnover for the Lady Indians. Schaefer has it on that far side. Working against this 2-2-1 full court pressure. Liliadol on the near side goes to Haas in the plate. Nice skip pass to Oshner. High off the glass, misses everything. Needham, baseball pass. Kaya Wade runs it down with Phelps right behind her. A jumper from 15 hits off the back iron. Emily Phelps also checking in for the Lady Thunderbirds. They can't turn that off that rebound and that baseball pass from Needham as Mara goes to the lane. She's fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2. See what makes Needham so good. She's able to grab that ball with one hand, throw it all the way down the court. But for Wade on the other end, Her first personal second team as Mara will go to the line to shoot 63% on the season. She racks it, hits the first one off the front iron and in. So the Thunderbirds starting 3 for 3 from the line as Erickson will come out and back in comes Hadley Urich. Liljedahl, second one on the way, hits off the front iron, right iron, and Urich will grab the rebound. She goes 1 for 2 at the free throw line, cuts the lead to 4. It ends a 8-0 run or a 9-0 run for the Thunderbirds. And Needham will get called for dragging the right foot. It's the 4th turnover on the travel, and it's actually a 7-0 run as Sadie Knott will come in. Coming out will be Trotwine. I would assume, nope, it's Needham. Needham will get a quick breather. Smaller lineup out there for the Lady Indians now with Needham on the bench. Looks like Dragert will run at the 5. That pass goes high. Cash does a good job to keep it alive. Phelps now into the lane. Right hand shot misses the iron, and Urich grabs the rebound. She did a great job to then get it back. Big shot. Hits off the right iron, grabs her own rebound. Peyton Hall, right wing 3, off the left iron, and she falls to the floor. No foul called. Phelps hustling, grabs another rebound. Hall on the right side gets around. Scott goes up with a shot. It's going to be fouled by Trotwine. So extra opportunities for the Thunderbirds will lead to 2 free throw shots for Peyton Hall. Peyton averaging 10 points a game, 70% from the free throw line. First one on the way hits hard off the heel. And it looks like Coach Wessling wants on a make. Maybe their diamond pressure. They're 41. Try to get some things moving on their end here with some turnovers as Peyton knocks in the second one. She's got 3 points in the game, cuts the lead to 3. Trotwine has it on the other side. Goes left side against Cash, stops, gets it over to Urich in the corner. Dragert has it high on the left side. Kaya straight away, fakes the shot. Now goes into the lane, tries to kick out pass. It's a turnover on Kaya Wade trying to hit Sadie Knott in the corner. Trotwine and Wade will come out. Needham and Ireland Hickson come back in for the Lady Indians. Morrow with it, near side, gets into the front court, goes right around one, but her pass is blocked and then stolen away by Needham. Needham then has it almost ripped away, gets it back, kick out straight away. Urich for 3, hits off the right iron. Phelps grabs the rebound. Phelps, headman pass to Hawes, and Urich's just going to let that one run out of play. The 6th turnover here in the quarter for the Thunderbirds. Both teams now with 6 turnovers here in this first quarter. 1:06 left here in the quarter. As Dragert has it against his full court press, gives it to Hickson. Hickson long pass over the hand of Needham, and Sadie was able to grab it, but she had her right foot on the end line, and it's going to be the 7th turnover for the Lady Indians. Schaefer bounce pass to Phelps. Phelps over to Hawes. Hawes left hand shot. That one rolls in. Cashlyn Hawes, her first made bucket of the quarter, cuts the lead to 1, and then a steal on the other side, and Schaefer with the and one. The 8th turnover gives Schaefer a chance for the and one. She has 4 first quarter points, a chance for a 5th. Rattles in and out. Needham grabs the rebound. 10-9 East with the lead here in the first quarter. Dragert, nice move, gets in the lane, fakes the pass, puts up the shot. Offensive foul as Peyton Hall pumps her chest, drawing the charge. Dragert's first, team 4th. Oshner will come back in. Cashlyn Hawes will take a seat. The fact that East has the 1-point lead and Cash only has 2 points, Coach Wessling would have to be happy for that, especially working around 2 of his starters with 2 fouls in the first quarter. Phelps has it on the right wing. Kick out, right corner 3 for Peyton Hall. That's good! Peyton Hall starting to get fire. She's got 6 in the quarter. It's a 4-point lead. Here's on the other side, a left wing 3 by Needham is off the mark. Drager grabbed it and then fell to the floor. It's going to be a travel, so the 9th turnover for Central. Phelps has the basketball, gets into the lane, and then taken away by Drager. Good steal there by Drager. 7th turnover of the quarter for the Thunderbirds. A long shot at the horn, hits off the heel of the iron, and that's the end of the first quarter. East up 13-9. We'll take a break and be right back right after this on KFBC TV.
When it comes to wealth management, Schwab can light the way. We're in your neighborhood, so we can get to know you and your goals. Our commitment to a better investing experience means price transparency and keeping your investing costs low. And we never charge a fee to work with a financial consultant, all backed by a satisfaction guarantee. Come see us today.
With a new name, new look, and of course the same commitment, Wyoming Bank and Trust is now First Wyoming Bank and Trust. We're proud to be your hometown bank, focused on providing one-on-one customer service, making sure as a customer you feel like family. Whether it's a new account, mortgage, personal, or business loan, we're here to help every step of the way. Find out more and visit firstwyomingbanks.com.
Welcome back to Story Gym as the second quarter is underway after a 13-9 first quarter lead for the Thunderbirds, as Needham's going to pick up her first foul. As high school basketball on KFBC being brought to you by Capital Lumber, home improvement with personal service, serving Southeast Wyoming for over 60 years. As Phelps will go to the line to shoot two. First one is good for Emily, her first points of the game. This will already be the 9th free throw attempt for the Lady Thunderbirds. They're doing a good job getting to the line. They are 5 of 8, now 5 of 9 as Urich grabs the rebound for the Indians. Trying to stop this. It was a 9-5. They're on a 9-0 run here on the Thunderbirds. Urich left open, right wing three. Nothing but net for Hadley Urich. Urich with her 5th point of the game. That stops the run, cuts the lead to 2. In the middle, poked away, another turnover for the Lady Indians. Kyle Wade out there with Hickson. Hickson, her first shot of the game, hits off the right iron. The rebound's going to be grabbed by Haas. A lot of players on the other side in white as they leak out. Peyton Hall will shoot for 3. Got it. Good rhythm shot there by Peyton Hall. She's got 9 in the game. The lead back up to 5. Hickson from the right side banks it in for her first 2 points. Give the assist to Needham there as the Indians get back. Phelps is out there with Haas, Liljedahl, Oshner, and Peyton Hall for the Thunderbirds. Peyton Hall goes to Cash Haas. Misses the bunny lay-in. We need him hustling back, grabs a rebound. On the other side, Ireland hustling down the floor. Nice stop. Big shot in for 2. Back-to-back buckets for Hickson. Cuts the lead to 1. Hickson's out there with Urich, Needham, Wade, and Drager. Pass is going to be another turnover. Steal by Drager. 3-on-2 the other way. Goes over to Wade. Wade along 2. That one hits off the front iron, and the rebound's going to come down to the floor. It looks like Hadley Urich will pick up the foul. Urich's first foul of the night is Trotwine will come in for Drager. Taylor Schaefer will come in and spill Peyton Hall. 2-1-2 zone, it looks like, or maybe just a full court man. Liljedahl going near side, goes to the middle. Cash grabs it, left side to Phelps. Phelps has a hard time grabbing it, nearly picked away. Cash does a great job to get it back, can't hit the lay-in. Hickson grabs the rebound, has it go off the leg of Phelps, out of play. It will stay Central basketball. 17-16, 6:05 left here in this second quarter. That one's out of bounds as well. As high school basketball on KFBC being brought to you by Window and Siding Outlet. Stop by their showroom in the Frontier Mall or visit Window Siding Outlet /Cheyenne to schedule your free inspection. Hickson has it on that far side. Phelps nearly steals that one away. Skip pass over to Trotwine, high on the right side. She's got Oshner on her. Wade drives left side, gets in the lane, and then Haas comes up with a big swat. Cashlin Haas with great help side defense. Goes to Schaefer on the other side, straightaway three. Cash with the steal, or with the swat, and the switch three for Cash Haas. Her first three ball knocked down tonight. And then Phelps comes up with a steal. 10th turnover for Central turns into 2 easy points for Emily Phelps, who's got 3 in the quarter. 6-point lead, the largest here of the night for the Lady Indians, or for the Lady Thunderbirds. And a foul on the other side. I think Phelps clipped Ireland Hickson. Hickson will get it into Trotwine. She's out there with Wade, Urich, Needham, and Hickson for the Lady Indians. Schaefer, Liljedahl, Haas, Emily Phelps, and Oshner. Trotwine, a right corner three. Got it! The freshman knocks down a three. Cuts the lead in half, 22-19. Liljedahl on the other side, near side, gets into lane, looking to go coast to coast, is fouled on the way up by Ireland Hickson, and going to the line and shooting two will be Mara Liljedahl. She's 1 for 2 at the free throw line tonight. This is number 10 and 11 for the Lady Thunderbirds. As for Ireland, that's her first foul. She knocks in the first. Dragert will come in for Hickson. Peyton Hall also back in, as Oshner will take a seat. Mac Hall and Malia Cruz both on the bench with 2 fouls apiece. Liljedahl, second one, hits off the right iron, front iron, and then Urich can't handle the rebound. It's going to stay East basketball. East with a chance here to extend on this 4-point lead here in the second quarter. Schaefer skips it up top to Mara. Right wing, Peyton Hall, 2-3 zone now for the Indians. In the corner, they go to Trap. Cash, right wing three. Hits it again. Her second one of the quarter. And now she's already up to 8 points as the lead is now up to 7. Trotwine gets into the front court. Phelps all over her and knocks it out of play. Good defense there by Emily Phelps, coming off the bench here for Coach Westling, giving that energy on the defensive end that he loves to see in his Lady T-Birds. Trotwine running the point, the freshman, her first playing experience here at a packed Story gym. Urich high on the outside, now Kaya straight away, throws up the fists, gets the motion started for the Lady Indians as they start this offense really high right now against this man pressure of the Lady Thunderbirds. Trotwine has it high on the right side as they try to slow it down. Drager turns the quarter, gets in the lane, kicks over to the free throw line. Left wing now. Blocked! Haas with her second block, but then turns it over as Taylor Trotwine does a great job hustling down the floor to pick up the ball and then turns it over. Left corner three. Hits off the back iron. There's Taylor Schaefer with the rebound and the easy two. And a timeout called by Coach Lindsay. As we want to remind you, this high school basketball on KFBC TV being brought to you by Marv's Plumbing and Heating. Wyoming weather keeps us guessing. For plumbing or heating issues, trust Marv's Plumbing and Heating, dependable, local, and just a call or click away. A 30-second timeout called by Coach Lindsay as East is outscored Central here in this quarter 15-10. And extended the lead to 9, their largest lead here of the evening, and full court pressure once again for the Lady Thunderbirds. Got in some foul trouble early, did the Thunderbirds, but bench players like Emily Phelps and Mara Liljedahl have come off the bench and played great minutes for Coach Westling. Peyton Hall and Cashlin Halls with a couple of threes, as well as Wade slides to the floor to grab it, comes over to Needham as she's able to save it. Central having themselves speed up with this full court pressure and then a carry call on Dragert. That is the 11th turnover for the Lady Indians. Liljedahl running the point here with Malia Cruz on the bench with her 2 fouls. Over to the right wing, high on that right side. Zone pressure here for the Lady Indians. Another turnover as Needham got her hands on it, and then corralling the loose ball was Wade. Skip pass to Knott. Knott will pull from 15 on the right side. Nothing but net by Sadie Knott. Her first 2 points. And those are big ones there as it cuts the lead back to 7. Don't want to see it get to that double digits if you're the Lady Indians. Skip pass left wing. Good fake pass there by Hall. Gets into the lane, step through, right hand, rattles in and out, and then Urick can't handle the rebound. It's going to stay East basketball with Hall getting pulled up from the court as Malia Cruz will come in with her 2 fouls. Liljedahl will come out. Baseline entry comes into Haas straight away. Fakes the 3-point shot. She already has 2 in the quarter. Skip pass, Malia Cruz itching to shoot. She'll pull, hits off the left iron, and Wade can't come with a rebound. Phelps has it, and Kaya Wade's going to be called for the foul, diving for the basketball. That is her second personal, 4th team. Peyton Hall will trigger underneath. So they try to get organized here for the Thunderbirds. Cruz has it high on the right side. Skip pass. Cash for 3. Hits off the front iron. Phelps with the offensive rebound. Goes up with the right hand. Can't finish, but she'll pick up she'll get Needham to pick up her first foul, and we'll go to the line to shoot 2. #12th and 13th free throw coming for the Lady Indians. They've only attempted 1 free throw shot to this point, but it's not, and I'm not saying that by saying there's a disparity on the calls that Central's getting. East has just been way more aggressive on the offensive end, getting it to the rack as Wade comes out and Trotwine comes back in. Phelps goes 1 for 2 at the line. She now has 4 points and nearly comes up with a steal as Urick tried to go to Knott near side. It's an 8-point lead here in the second quarter, 2:35 in this fast-moving second quarter. Urick looking to get it in. Goes to Knott in the front court. Knott being hounded by Phelps, and it will be Central basketball. They are letting some physicality go on the defensive end, and East is definitely using that as a way to disturb this Central offense. Drager with Schaefer on her, goes to Trotwine. Trotwine needs to work on Malia Cruz there with her 2 fouls. Sadie Knott skip pass to Urick. Urick jab step, gets into the lane, illegal screen on Knott. That's Sadie's second foul, so now that's 2 players for the Indians with 2 fouls each, as we'll see Mac Hall come in with her 2 fouls, and Cash will take a break. 2:17 left here in the second quarter. 29-21 East with the lead. Central had a lead as many as 5. It's 9-4. But since then, it's been all East. Short corner, Schaefer. Skip pass, Cruz open for 3. High arcing shot. That one drops. Just a little slow on the rotation. And Malia Cruz with her first bucket, her first 3 of the game. It's the 4th 3-pointer knocked down in this quarter for the Lady Thunderbirds. Urick just inside the arc. Goes over to Trotwine, trying to turn the corner with Schaefer on her. Couple of lefties playing defense against each other here. 32-21, 11-point lead now, largest of the night. Urick has the basketball, goes to Knott, right corner. Right wing, Needham. Needham looking to get into the lane, and it will be fouled by Mack. And for Mack, that's her 3rd. And that's going to bring Cash back in quickly as Drager will take a seat for the Indians. See Mara Liljedahl also come in. Hickson back into the game for Drager. Central inbounded, down 11 here in this second quarter. Urick gets it into Trotwine. Liljedahl right there on her right hip. Trotwine trying to turn the corner on her. Gets it to the left block. Comes up to Urick. Straight away now for Knott. Dribble handoff. Needham gets the screen. Turns the corner. Puts up the shot. Misses. Grabs her own rebound. Blocked. But there for it is Urick for the easy 2. When I say easy, I use that in air quotes. That wasn't that easy. 32-23, lead back to 9. A turnover as Urick comes up with a steal. They go over to Knott. Knott bounce pass to Trotwine. Right hand, big shot. Rattles in and out. Sadie Knott grabs the offensive rebound, puts it up. Air ball. Schaefer grabs the rebound. So Taylor with the bunny miss, and then not with the air ball on the other side. Peyton Hall puts up the shot. That's an air ball. She grabs her own shot. Now into the lane as they just stop playing defense. All of a sudden, she cut through the lane. She'll be fouled on the way up and will shoot two. Just kind of a lapse there in the zone. They just stopped guarding Hall, and then a lane opened wide for Peyton. Hall, first free throw on the way, is good off the back iron. That's her 10th point. She's the first in double digits and gives East the 10-point lead as Phelps comes back in for Cruz. Second one on the way for Peyton Hall. That is good. 11 points. Lead, 11 points for the senior Peyton Hall. Drager goes to Urich in the backcourt. She goes between the circles into the front court. Right side, Drager has to run it down before Phelps closes in on the passing lane. Needham looks to turn the corner. Sidestep, loses it, and they're going to call a foul on Phelps, I believe. Called it on 14. I didn't even see Cash Hawes near the play, but she will be called for the foul, her first, team third. As we are with 10 seconds now in the second quarter, Trotwine has it. Time running now. Trotwine still with it. Goes over to Urich. Handoff to Needham. 6 seconds left on the clock. Behind the back dribble. Urich will pull for three. Hits off the right iron. Comes down to Schaefer. Schaefer will just dribble it out to end the half. 34-23 at half. We'll be right back with our halftime show brought to you by Visit Cheyenne. This is high school basketball on KFBC TV.
From your head to your toes, we're here to keep you moving. With consultation, treatment, and rehabilitation all in one location, it's easier than ever to get the level of care you deserve. Cheyenne Regional.
Quality furnace installation, maintenance, and repair, featuring Lennox heating systems. When you upgrade to a Lennox heating system, you can enjoy improved energy efficiency, lower costs, and reliable warmth. Whether it's installation, maintenance, or repair, AC Mechanical
Best Brands Hometown Service. Remax Capital Properties, your move, your team. Remax Capital Properties. Central's going to come out with Sadie Knott, Drager, Urich, Needham, and Hickson. It's going to be Emily Phelps getting the start here in this half after a strong first half out of the off the bench as Malia Cruz comes up with a steal and two. A good start for the Lady Thunderbirds as Malia Cruz kicks up her 5th point. It's Cruz, Schaefer, Hall, and Haas out on the floor. Dragert into lane, kick out. Urich, right corner, fakes the three, goes over to Needham as Urich hits the deck. Needham goes one dribble and then picks it up. Right corner. Now left side as a reverse the court down low. Needham gets up high to grab it. Needham with only 2 points in the game. And almost another turnover for the Lady Indians, and then we have a whistle. I think it's going to be Taylor Schaefer picking up her first foul. Her first, team first. So Malia Cruz and Mac Hall both with some foul trouble in that first half. Mac has 3 fouls so far in the game. As Needham grabs the inbound pass over Haas, goes to the left side. Urich trying to drive baseline, cut off by Hall. Good job there by Drager to get that pass and keep it in from going into her bench. Nice screen down low. Instead of taking the shot, tries to pass. It's going to be off the hands of Schaefer and out of play. As this defense for East is now just has Central running all over the place, having a hard time finding shots. And they're doing a good job on the help side defense here tonight. It's not. Fakes the three, gets into the lane, loses the handle, but they're going to get Phelps with the body. Phelps will pick up her second, team second. East with only 1 possession here in this quarter. It was a steal and 2 by Malia Cruz. Needham has in the left block, misses on the bank shot. Cash grabs the rebound for East and then stolen away by Needham. Needham with the steal and the easy bucket. Her first point since the first quarter. Left corner, Hall fakes the three. Skip pass to her cousin, Phelps. Gets into the lane, puts up the shot off high off the backboard, grabs her own rebound. Another shot misses the iron altogether. And then a lot of contact, no call on the other side. Drager, left corner, left wing. Nick Hickson to the block, throws a wild pass. Yerk is able to keep it from going to the backcourt and then picks up her dribble. Gets it over to Drager. A lot of contact, a lot of bodies hitting the floor here in this third quarter. Drager straight away goes to Needham. Needham faces up, kick out, not right wing. Three is going to be an air ball. And it's going to come down to Hawes after tapping it to her was Peyton Hall. Schaefer gets around Hickson into the front court, goes behind the back dribble. As Hickson trying to come up with some steals here. Diving down to the floor, Schaefer holding on to it. Left corner three for Peyton Hall. It's short. Grabbing the rebound is Hickson. Hit off that left iron as Hickson grabbed the rebound. Looking to go coast to coast. Stops at the right elbow. Goes bank shot for two for Ireland Hickson. I don't know if she called bank, but she got it. Cuts the lead to 9, 36-27. Cruz into the lane. Goes right hand. Has it ripped away by Hickson. Oshner and Liljedahl will come in for the Thunderbirds. It is Peyton Hall and Emily Phelps that will come out for East. Schaefer will inbound it. Watch the high screen for the post for Hawes. As we're going to have two subs, Trotwine and Wade will come in. Knott and Dragert will come out for the Lady Indians. Watch for Hawes to come set the screen for... No, instead she's trying to post up, and then Hickson had to go right off her hands, straight into the hands of Cash Hawes. An unfortunate tip there for the Indians. An easy 2 points for Cash, as she's the second player in double digits. And then Schaefer on the other side comes up with a steal. Schaefer, big shot, hits off the front iron, rolls out. Oshner grabs the rebound, gets it off to Schaefer. In the lane, Liljedahl goes up and fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot two. Fouls on Urich. Her second foul of the game. And for Mara, this will be her third trip to the line. Short on the first one is Mara, as Dragert will come back in, and she's going to take out Urich. Actually, Urich has 3 fouls. Mara with another opportunity at the line. She's 2 for 5 from the free throw line. Make it 3 for 6. She knocks in the 10th free throw made for the Thunderbirds. Needham. She's going to take care of the full court pressure herself on Cash. Now going coast to coast. Puts up the shot. And they're going to get Cash Hawes with the push from behind. And that's going to send Needham to the line to shoot 2. So for Cash, that's her second foul. Just the second trip to the line for the Lady Indians. It'll be second and third free throw attempts. Needham knocks in her first. She's got 5 now in the game. And has cut the lead to 11. Second one on the way. She goes 2 for 2 at the line. That stops the mini 6-0 run for the Lady Thunderbirds. Schaefer has it. Now double team with Trotwine and Hickson on her. Gets it over to Cruz into the front court on that far side. Liljedahl, skip pass. Oshner fakes the shot, gets into the lane. Pass over to Hawes. Hawes blocked by Needham. Comes into the hands of Trotwine. Trotwine with it, with Mara playing full court pressure on her. Gets it into the front court and then picks up her dribble. Tries to go to Hickson. Nearly stolen away by Schaefer. Hickson trying to turn the wagon. Goes to the left side. Corner 3. Air ball by Dragert. Rebounded by Cruz for East. Cruz left wing to Schaefer. Taps the basketball. Goes to Hawes. Hawes fakes the 3 with Trotwine on her. There's a zone pressure here for Central. They didn't close out on shooters very well in that second quarter. They hit 4 3-pointers at East against the zone. as Liljedahl into the lane, puts up the shot, no call as she hits the deck hard. Hoschner with a save, over to Haas, she can't get the shot to fall. Trotwine grabs the rebound. Wade will get it over to Needham. Needham with no numbers will slow it down. Drager trying to get around Oshner will kick it over to Hickson on the left side. Hickson brings it back to the top. Dribble handoff Wade. Wade hit a 3 in that first quarter, has yet to hit one since. Wade with all 5 of her points in the first quarter. Hickson poked away by Cruz, and then Hickson will be called for the foul. Good steal there by Malia Cruz. It will be the 15th turnover for Central, and for Ireland, that's her 3rd. Hickson will come out. Jordan Erickson will come in for the Lady Indians. Liljedahl, Oshner, and Haas all come out. Mack Hall with Phelps and Peyton Hall all back into the game for East. Mack has not played a ton here in this game. She picked up her 3 fouls pretty quick. Picked up 2 quick early, and then the third one when she came back in. Has the possession, has 4 Central players on her, able to get it out. Mack has it down low on that right block, puts up the shot, blocked, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2 as Elizabeth Needham will pick up her 2nd foul. 3rd team, and Mack will go to the line to shoot 2, where she's 67% on the season. Almost force-feeding Mack here that possession, and nothing but net for the senior post player for Coach Wessling. Lead back to 11, trying to make it 12 here as Mack both knocks in. So her first 2 points of the game, they're now 12 for 19 from the free throw line. They shoot it really well on the season, 68%, as Trotwine has it for Central. Needham high on the left side. Urick will check in next whistle for Central. Kyle Wade straight away has everyone leave her, doesn't take the shot. Erickson with it. Erickson has it almost poked away by Hall. Good job there by Wade to get it back, but it's on the floor, and then Peyton Hall's just going to rip it away. The 16th turnover. Peyton on the other side, into the lane, puts up the right hand. Big shot, rattles it home for Peyton Hall. Great defense leading to easy offense. Needham on the other side, stops at the elbow, and then travels with the basketball. 17th turnover for the Lady Indians. Trotwine and Dregert come out. Cadence Mondragon in for the first time tonight with Urick and Knott, as Needham will also take a breather. 14-point lead for the Lady Indians. Cruz will jog it across the timeline against this 2-3 zone. Cruz splits the difference, goes kick out high on the right side to Hall. Hall into the lane. Peyton, right hand floater, hits off the right side. Mack hit the deck. It was off her hand and out of play. Kaya has it on the near side. Full court pressure here for the Lady Thunderbirds. Once they started this full court pressure, it's when you started seeing Central working really hard in the backcourt, and it's suffered when they do get the ball in the front court. As that ball comes to Knott with Schaefer on her hip, and she dribbled it out of bounds. 18 turnovers now for the Lady Indians, and they're down by 14 with 2:05 left here in this third quarter. Phelps has it high on the left side, back to Cruz. Skip past the left side as they overload that left side. Hall, bounce pass down low. Schaefer nearly had it taken away from Erickson. Left corner 3 for Peyton Hall. Hits off the right iron. Mondragon grabs the rebound. A little flat on the shot there by Peyton Hall. And Long, not on the other side. Bounce pass to Wade. Good job there between Erickson, Knott, and Wade as Wade picks up her first points since the first quarter. Mack has it at the elbow. Schaefer, she's open for 3. Hits hard off the back iron. Cruz grabs the rebound. Malia gets it into Schaefer on the left block, goes around Mondragon, hits off the right iron 3 times, and then grabs the rebound. Mack open for 3. Hits short off the iron. Urick grabs the rebound for Central. 12-point lead here in the third quarter as we are approaching the 1-minute mark. Wade into the lane, jumps into Mack, kicks out to Mondragon, rattles in and out. It's going to be last touch by the Thunderbirds as it goes out of play. And Needham will come in for Mondragon. Cash will come in for Mack. And we'll see Mara Liljedahl also come in for the Lady Thunderbirds. Schaefer will take a seat. Wade will trigger it in for the Indians with about 59 seconds left here in the quarter. Urick on the left side, straight away. Erickson. Erickson almost taken away. Needham was able to grab it. And then stolen away by Phelps. Emily Phelps with the steal going coast to coast and traveled with the bat. Oh, they're going to call a foul on Erickson. Emily Phelps has been all over the place here tonight for the Lady Thunderbirds as Erickson picks up her first foul. Coach Westling talks about the plays that are unheralded, the plays that don't show up in the stat sheet. And Emily Phelps is doing exactly that coming off the bench for East and had to do so earlier than planned with the foul trouble from Malia Cruz in the first quarter. Peyton Hall into the lane, kicks it out of bounds. It will be just the first turnover for the Thunderbirds here in this half. It is their 14th of the game. Inbound pass comes to Needham against this full court pressure, goes back to Hadley. Phelps spelling blood, loves it when the ball is on her defender. Needham tries to go behind the back, loses the handle. Liljedahl comes up with an easy steal and then a foul on the other side. It's the fifth foul, so now shooting free throws are the Thunderbirds. As the foul was on Erickson, her second one. So Liljedahl back at the line once again for the Thunderbirds. It's her 8th and 9th opportunity here. She's 3 for 6 tonight, all 3 points from the charity stripe. Knocks in the first. 63% on the season as Oshner will come in for cash. 13-point lead. They started the quarter with an 11-point lead. They're outscoring the Indians here by 2 in the quarter with one more free throw from Liljedahl coming, and she goes 2 for 2 at the line. They're now 14 of 21, 67% on par with the season average. Needham traveled with the basketball. 21st turnover for the Lady Indians. 14-point lead. This is the largest of the night for the Lady Thunderbirds. Mack and Cash will both come back in. Phelps and Oshner will come out for the Lady Thunderbirds. Cruz with the basketball, goes to the left side. Liljedahl looking down low. Will get it back up top to Cruz against this 2-3 zone for the Indians. Cruz around Knott. Now trying to go around Erickson. Loses the handle, now double team. And a timeout called by Coach Westling. Coach Westling not happy with Malia Cruz dribbling it to the corner. It's a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here as high school basketball. We'll again have both for you here on KFBC TV. The boys will be right after that, and that should be a good one here tonight. Both teams coming in at 1-1 in conference play. They both beat Campbell and then lost to Sheridan when they played Sheridan. On the boys' side, looks like a juggernaut right now as they handled both East and Central last week coming down from Sheridan. Peyton Hall's out there with Liljedahl, Cruz, Mack Hall, and Cash Haas. It is Erickson, Needham, Knott, Wade, and Urich out on the floor for the Lady Indians. 12 seconds left here in the quarter. Hall with the basketball goes to Haas on the right corner, looking for one last shot here on the Thunderbirds. Hall, Peyton with it, dribbles with the right hand, goes underneath the basket, loses the handle, and it's going to be Central basketball with 2.1 left here in the quarter as Oshner is going to come in for Mack and make sure she doesn't pick up a cheap one here to end the quarter. Urich just needs to get it in, gets it into Wade, and that's going to be the end of the third quarter. East extends their lead to 14. When we come back, we'll have the fourth quarter. This is high school basketball on KFBC TV.
Hey, grab me one too.
Welcome back to Story Gymnasium as high school basketball on KFBC TV being brought to you by Why Federal Credit Union. Real financial freedom starts with Why Independence account. High schoolers, take charge of your money. Learn and grow with Y-High today. And City of Cheyenne Public Works, safely disposing of hazardous waste and e-waste is easy and free. Visit CheyenneCity.org for more information. Central down 14. They'll start with the basketball. Oh, actually, East will start with the basketball. Up by 14. It's Phelps, Schaefer, Cruz, Oshner, and Haas out on the floor for Thunderbirds. For the Indians, it's Urich, Trotwine, Needham, Dragert, and Hickson. Cruz has the basketball. It was a 9-4 lead for the Indians. That was their largest lead, but it's been all East ever since, as it's up to 14 for the Thunderbirds. Oshner on the high post goes to Phelps, left wing three. Banks rattles in and out. Cashlin Hawes with the offensive rebound, and one for Cashlin Hawes. Fouls on Taylor Trotwine, her second. For Cash, she now has 12 points, trailing just her teammate Peyton Hall in that category. And missed on the and one opportunity. It was short. Urich grabs the rebound, gets it over to Dragert. Dragert with the basketball. Scoreless thus far is Addie Dragert, averaging 5 a game. And we'll have a jump ball. It'll stay Central basketball. Is nearly a turnover there by Hadley Urich. Urich, who's averaging 11 points a game with 7. She leads all Indians with the 7 points. Urich looking for someone to pop open. Gets it up top to Hickson. Hickson skipped pass over to Drager on the left side. Now right corner. Trotwine with it with Schaefer on her. Bounce pass down low. I'm not sure if that was for Needham or for Hickson, but it's the 22nd turnover for the Lady Indians. And that's by my count. I could be off. Full court pressure for the Indians. And there's a turnover as Drager gets her hand in and comes up with a steal. 15th turnover for the Thunderbirds. Trotwine goes left wing. Hickson for 3. Hits off the iron. Trotwine has to go right through her hands into the hands of Malia Cruz for East. Phelps will get it over to Cruz high on the right side. Schaefer with Urich on her. Down low, it is Cash on that right block. Turn around, blocked with the one hand by Elizabeth Needham. Skip pass to Hickson, running the floor. Cruz on the right hip. Big shot in for 2 for Ireland Hickson, and that's where she does her work, is on the fast break. On the other side, Haas has it. Nice pass to Oshner with the big shot in. The senior Kirsten Oshner with her first 2 points of the game lead up to 16. Trotwine has it near side in the front court. Dribble handoff with Needham. Needham working on Cash. Left wing, one dribble, terminates, hands it off to Trotwine, trying to turn the corner. Nice spin move into the lane. Picks it up, puts up the shot. She'll be fouled by Cruz and will go to the line and shoot 2. For Malia, that's her 3rd foul. She's done a good job managing the fouls after picking up 2 quick ones in the first quarter. As Trotwine, who's 50% on the season with her 3 points, will have 2 opportunities. And she'll knock in the first. That's the first. They're now 3 for 4 from the free throw line. As Cruz and Haas will come out. Mack, Hall, and Emily Phelps will come in for the Thunderbirds. Trotwine left-handed shot up and good. She's got 5 points in the game, averaging 2 points for the freshman, so that will go up. Cuts the lead back to 14 as Central's now 4 for 5 from the free throw line. Just haven't been as aggressive on offense as East has. They have 5 free throw attempts. East has 22. As this one's on the floor, should be a jump ball, and it's going to be East basketball. A couple of teammates for the Wyoming Storm. Mac Hall helping up her right now rival Elizabeth Needham, but in the summer they played together for the Wyoming Storm. Playing for head coach Noah Teasley and Drew Hall, the father of Mac Hall. Right wing 3 for Schaefer is long. Urich grabs the tough rebound. Is going to be fouled by Mack. That's going to be her 4th. And we'll see Cash come back in quickly for Mack. Drager will come out, as well as Urich, as Wade and Knott will come in for the Lady Indians. Full court pressure for the T-Birds, up by 14, trying to as we said earlier, trying to keep their foot on the throat of the Lady Indians here and take this first matchup on the season. Trotwine traveled with the basketball. 23rd turnover for the Lady Indians. Bounce pass over to Schaefer into the front court. Tipped, but Haas able to run it down. Haas had it poked away from behind by Wade. Now Kaya on the other side working on Phelps. Puts it up. Blocked by Phelps, but a foul is called on Emily Phelps. That's going to be her third. That will send Kaya Wade to the line to shoot 2. Wade ties a team high with 7 points thus far with Hadley Urich. Or actually, Hickson has a team high of 8. It's Kaya now with 8, and with one more free throw coming. Puts it up. It's going to be short. And the rebound's going to be grabbed by Needham. Needham from 15 on the right side. It's an air ball. May have been partially blocked as Haas comes up with the rebound. Peyton Hall, left corner 3. Nope. She traveled with the basketball. Grabbed it. She had already gathered herself and then regathered herself. And with 5:15 left, Trotwine will come out and Urich will come in for the Lady Indians. Down by 13. They need to start combining buckets with stops. As Schaefer will come out. Back in comes Liljedahl. Hickson grabs it. Peyton Hall running on her left hip. And it's going to be, I thought she was called for the foul, but they're going to say Ireland Hickson dribbled with the basketball out of bounds. On the near side, Liljedahl goes to the right side. Oshner trying to go down low to Haas. Haas with 2 on her, and she stepped out of bounds. It will be the 18th turnover for the Indians, or for the Thunderbirds. Wade will inbound the basketball against the full court pressure, gets it into Knott. Knott working on Liljedahl, goes to far side to Urich with 4:50 left here in this fourth quarter. Urich trying to turn the corner, is able to do so. Get into the lane, loses the handle, throws up a wild shot out of bounds. It's going to be East basketball. Schaefer will come back in. Oshner will take a seat. Kirsten Oshner with some good minutes with Mac Hall in foul trouble tonight. Up by 13 are the Thunderbirds trying to take round number 1 against the Lady Indians. They lost this game last year. It's a good ball movement. Leads to a Peyton Hall bank shot in for 2. She's got a game high 15 points. Needham on that far side. We'll get over to Urich in the corner, and then Peyton Hall came up with a steal, but then dribbled it out of bounds, trying to keep it in play. Inbound pass comes to Needham. Needham up top, Knott with the basketball. Bounce pass to Hickson on the near side. Schaefer's done a good job on Ireland Hickson. As Urich has it, puts up the shot, blocked by Hall. She's able to keep it in. Peyton Hall with the block. Can't come up with the bucket, but she'll go to the line to shoot 2. Peyton Hall also on that team that played with Mac Hall and Elizabeth Needham this summer. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. For Needham, that's her 3rd foul. Peyton is 3 for 4 at the free throw line. First one on the way is short. A little flat on the shot as well. It was that first game last year Peyton Hall got in some foul trouble. Was probably one of the most frustrating games I've ever seen her play, and I'm sure she would say the same thing. Not the case here tonight as she goes 1 for 2 at the line and now has a game-high 16 points. And Liljedahl comes up with a steal and then will be fouled. Another turnover as Kaya Wade picks her pocket. 25th turnover and a full timeout. It's a full timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout. This is high school basketball on KFBC TV.
Wyoming's best live sports television, so named the last 2 years by the Wyoming Association of Broadcasters. We televise over 130 sports and community events, including high school football, volleyball, basketball, soccer, softball, youth hockey, and American Legion baseball. We also do rodeo, and KFBC can be seen worldwide at kfbc.tv and on the TV apps on Roku, Amazon's Fire, and all mobile devices. KFBC TV, Wyoming's finest live sports and community events television.
Welcome back to Story Gym. We got the young crew on hand here tonight. No Nathan Trowbridge, no David H. Montgomery. They're just letting the kids fly. Keaton Cozart's done a great job getting everything set up, running around, making sure everything's good. We have on the stream deck, their producer tonight, Lyle Laycock and Malu Beaver, is on the switchboard. Our camera crew doing a great job as always. Paul Thomas and Simon all running cameras as we have the two on the floor and the one up top here at Story Gymnasium. Out of the timeout, East has the basketball. Schaefer on the left side. Schaefer picks up her dribble after one dribble. Lilia Dahl goes bounce pass back to that left wing to Schaefer. Schaefer in the corner to Haas. Bounce pass down low. Hickson almost comes up with a steal, and then she'll be called for the foul, and that's the fourth team foul. And for Hickson, that's her fourth personal. Free throws the rest of the way for the Lady T-Birds. 16-point lead, matches a game high as Hickson baited the pass, couldn't drum up with the steal as it goes out of play. A last touch by her as Dragert will come in for Sadie Knott. And here comes Mack. Mack will come in for Cash with 3:43 left here in this quarter. Get some quick instruction from Coach Westling. Right corner three for Peyton Hall, off the mark. It was short, rebound by Schaefer, and then no shot. What a wild shot made by Liliadol. They're going to call the foul on the floor, and for Ireland Hickson, she just fouls out. So Ireland's going to foul out with 8 points. And that's going to send Liliadol to the line once again. She is 5 for 8 with 2 more for her 9th and 10th free throw coming, and knocks in the first. And more importantly, she's 4 for her last 4. All of her points coming from the free throw line, all 6, make it all 7 as she goes 2 for 2. Wade with the basketball, 18-point lead, largest of the night, and then Kyle Wade throws it away right into the left hand of head coach Zane Lindsay. 26th turnover for the Lady Indians. Liliadol into the front court, goes to Hall on the right wing. Back up top, now to the paint to Schaefer. Schaefer, her shot is blocked by Needham. A lot of these girls have played together. Schaefer was on that Wyoming Storm team as well. Some familiarity for Needham with these East players. Schaefer has it up top. The lefty will go to Liliadol. Bounce pass, Phelps. Back up top, Liliadol looking to reverse the court, goes behind the back dribble with Trotwine on her, who came in for Hickson, who fouled out. Hall on the right side, big shot in for 2. Good seal by Mack. Her first shot made from the field, her 4th point. Lead up to 20, largest of the night for the Lady Thunderbirds, the number 1 team in the state. Step back 3 for Urich is short, and the rebound's going to be last touched by Mack. Distracted a little bit by Needham. Here comes Cash back into the game. Cash will come in for Mack. Dragert will inbound it for the Lady Indians. Gets it into Needham. Goes back to Dragert. Dragert fouled on the way up. Can't get the shot to fall, but Dragert will go to the line to shoot 2. Foul was on Schaefer, her second. Dragert looking for her first points tonight. Wraps in the first one. 58% on the season. We'll have one more free throw coming. Second one on the way. She goes 2 for 2 at the line. Kaya Wade will come out. Sadie Knott will come in. Inbound comes to Haas. Back over to Phelps. 18-point lead here for the Thunderbirds with 2:30 left. Liljedahl on the right wing has a block, gets her own shot, and then Trotwine comes up with the ball, and no foul called as it goes. She just loses the handle, and it will stay East basketball. Mack and Malia Cruz will come back in for the Thunderbirds. Phelps and Liljedahl will come out. Cash will thought she was supposed to come out, but she's going to stay in. Starters out on the floor for the Thunderbirds. Cruz goes to the right side, high on that right side to Schaefer. Back over to Cruz on the left side. Kick over to the left corner for 3 for Peyton Hall. It's short once again. Grabbing the rebound is Mack. Bounce pass off the shin and out of play. It's going to be the 19th turnover for the Thunderbirds. Only 7 in this half after having 12 in the first half. Drager into the front court, looking to go coast to coast, drive and dish to Needham. Needham, one dribble, goes over to Trotwine in the left corner. Trotwine trying to drive baseline. Kick over the head of Urich as she hits the deck, does Trotwine, and it will be the 27th turnover for the Lady Indians. .204 left here in the quarter. And this final frame as the pass from Hall is knocked out of bounds. From Peyton Hall was trying to go to Mack Hall. It's going to be East basketball underneath the hoop. Schaefer will trigger it in. They'll stack at the elbow here, will East. Running X here. Over left corner. Cruz will shoot the 3 from the left side. Too long, and the rebound's going to come down to Trotwine. Trotwine with the left hand looking to go coast to coast. Has it taken away by Peyton Hall. That's a senior with some savviness on the freshman. You saw her getting ready to gather and go. Peyton Hall jumped it and came up with a steal. And now Trotwine will pick up the foul, her third. And that's going to send Peyton Hall to the line to shoot 2. Hall's first one on the way is good. Up to 17 points in the game to lead all scores. Trotwine will come out. Wade will come in. Peyton Hall, second one on the way, and that one gets the shooter's roll and will go in as Phelps will come in for Peyton Hall, as that will probably do it for Peyton, who will finish with 18 points in the game. Dragert has the basketball, has yet to make a shot from the field. Just a couple of free throws. Needham into the lane. She's been quiet tonight too. Great defensive effort as Needham gets that one to roll in. Just her 8th point on the night. 58-40, the lead for the Thunderbirds. Cruz has it high on the left side, goes to Phelps. Phelps does a good job keeping it in. Now double team. Schaefer straight away. Doesn't take the shot. Tries to go down low, but it's turned over. Needham intercepts the pass. Wade on the other side will work on Schaefer and will be fouled. And will go to the line to shoot 2 will be Kyle Wade. Got the student section for East saying start the buses, which is weird because Central doesn't take buses here. Nobody does on the in-town games. As Kaya Wade will go to the line to shoot 2. Wade with 8 points on the night. Now I'll make it 9 as she hits her first. Maybe the chance you go start your cars. Because the players drive their own cars here, I guess. Wade goes 2 for 2 at the line. She has 10 points. Leads the way for the Indians off the bench. As the lead is at 16 with Schaefer having the basketball, goes to Haas. Cruz high on the right side as they look to wane down some time here. 1:03 left. There we go. Now they're saying go home Central. That's probably better. As Haas too strong. Needham grabs the rebound. Urich Gets it into the front court. Goes to Knott on the right side. Got away with a shuffle there. Needham into the lane, kick out. Urich fakes the three from the right corner. Stops just inside the paint. Goes to Drager. Drager nearly lost the handle. Needham right wing. Handoff. Urich will pull from the right wing. Got it. Nothing but net for Hadley Urich. She's the second Central player in double digits. Cuts the lead to 13 here with 20 seconds left. Mack has their pass tipped by Needham. An ill-advised pass there. 20-second turnover for East. Dragert has it with 10 seconds now. Now 9 seconds. I don't even think East needs to get across the timeline. East will take round number 1 of 2 in the regular season and